Okay, today is day 7 of the series. It's currently the 13th of January. It's Tuesday, and we had 8:30 news in the morning, so I did not do a pre-market analysis. I was playing Arc Raiders and waiting for pre-market to basically do its own thing after the 8:30 news, and then look to see my target at 9:30 when we open. Okay, and then at open, we can see that we are sweeping lower because of the SMT at the top with NQ and ES. And then at open, we are inversing these fair value gaps, and I'm looking for a buy side liquidity to be taken because my overall bias is bullish because I'm looking for previous day highs. And then we start taking out this buy side liquidity with no setup. So I'm looking for the next high, which is the 830 highs that we made. And ES is currently lagging behind. And you can see how NQ doesn't sweep its buy side liquidity at all. So now that high becomes an SMT, and we see a 1 minute inversion here. So I'm looking for potentially shorts. I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting for confirmation that we're going to go lower. So I'm waiting to see what these next 15-second candles are going to do. Okay, so after waiting a while, we can see that it kind of looks like a bear flag with that giant impulse or whatever candle you want to call it, where it went straight down. We're chopping inside of it currently, and once we break out of this, I'm looking to take the next 15-second gap short because this is also a unicorn model, and I put my limit on. I instantly get filled here, and I'm looking for this internal low right here as my break-even point. So following my rules, whenever an internal low or an internal high gets swept, I move my stop loss to break even and hold for the full target. And here we sweep the low, so I move my stop loss to break even and I get stopped out. And this is kind of foreshadowing the next 2 trades of PA and how it's moving. So here I'm looking for another trade here. We get the break. I'm looking for another stab short. I get it. A pretty large displacement candle up or retracement, I would say. And I was kind of hesitant to exit right there at break even, but I thought I might as well hold the trade all the way out. Like my conviction is pretty strong on this trade. So I'm waiting for the next internal swing low to get taken. Not this most recent one, but the one that filled my entry pretty much. And there we get it. So I move my stop loss to break even. And guess what? I get stopped out again. So pretty choppy condition as you can see. So we basically went straight down to my TP. So now I'm looking for either a continuation or a disrespect of this 1 minute fair value gap to go for long. But I'm waiting to see if it breaks this 15-minute high first on this 15-minute candle where I marked out on red. And if it breaks that, then I'm going to look for a trade. Otherwise, I'm going to wait to see if there's a continuation. And you can see here we start hesitating and we start inversing this 1 minute bullish fair value gap. And then you can see here that after waiting a little bit, we make a very small 1 minute fair value gap. I think there's also a 2 minute fair value gap right there, and we wick up and we respect it really quick. So now dropping down to 15-second, I'm looking to take this breaker short, but I need a fair value gap, right? So we've already made the breaker, we've already broken lower, but I need to see a fair value gap. And I see this bullish fair value gap right here, and I'm thinking this is so close to liquidity, I need to take this trade if this fair value gap gets inversed, right? So I'm putting my limit on right here, and it comes up and wicks me instantly, like exactly where I put my limit on. And once again, I'm following my rules here. You can't really tell because I didn't move my chart, my trading view chart, or no, my Tradevate chart correctly. But whenever this internal low gets swept, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. And I feel like right here, this is a little close. So I'm waiting for that, like that red line on trading view to get swept right there. And I move my stop loss to break even. And I'm holding for my target at 870, which is exactly 2R. I was risking like 17, no, I think it was 18 points on this trade. So at 870, which is also a liquidity level, is my 2R at 36 points. And then we start chopping for a good bit, but we're still making lower lows and we end up getting TP like really quick. And that's it for today. After liquidity got ran at level like 845 for Asia low, I basically got off. Like I was looking, the only other target that I had was to the upside for that buy side liquidity again. And as I'm recording this, we actually do get it. We get a very nice 1 minute and a 5 minute unicorn higher. And we're pretty close to target right now. We're sitting at 26,002 and liquidity is at 26,045. So yeah, that's going to be the end of day 7. And I'll catch you guys back on the next video.